Hey guys, what is up? So this is actually my second time recording this, and now I'm running low on time before I have to go to work. So I'm going to try to speed through this as fast as I can. So these are my predictions for week one of the 2018 NFL season. Uh, so on Thursday night, I actually picked the Falcons. I'm going to be honest. I did pick the Falcons to beat the Eagles. I thought they'd still be, on the adrenaline of their Super Bowl win, and I thought they would underestimate the Falcons, and they would end up losing this game. But I think Malcolm Jenkins kind of brought them back down to earth. And they ended up winning because the Falcons can't do jack in the red zone. All right. Now, on to the games that have yet to happen. As of me recording this, I'm pretty sure they'll be up before the game start. I can't imagine it would take an hour and a half to upload. So you have the Steelers at the Browns. I am a Steelers fan, and I'm going to pick the Steelers, but this is a very different Browns team. One of the things that cost them big last season was DeShone Kizer threw twice as many picks as he did touchdowns. Now they have Tyrod Taylor. Now Tyrod Taylor, he's not going to throw 30 touchdowns in a season, but he's not going to throw picks that often. He's not that big risk taker. He's safe. He will take the check down and get the 4 or 5 yards rather than the 30 yards downfield, but risk throwing the pick. He doesn't throw interceptions often. But I still like the Steelers in this game. You have the Bengals and the Colts. I'm going to take the Colts here just because I think the one thing that the Colts have over the Bengals is Andrew Luck. That's the one thing they have going for them. Other than that, the Bengals are a better team overall. But I think Andrew Luck keeps the Colts in this game and is enough to win. Titans and Dolphins. I'm going to take the Titans here just because they're a more complete team than the Dolphins. The Dolphins lost a couple of key guys last season, and over the offseason, they traded Jay Ajayi to the Eagles. He went on to win the Super Bowl. And they traded Jarvis Landry to the Browns. So they still have a couple of guys here and there. They have, don't get me wrong, they also let Sue leave and go to the Rams. But they have Devontae Parker. They have Ryan Tannehill. He's not a great quarterback, but he's enough to win them a few games a year. Maybe 6 or 7 a year, but that's really it. On the defensive side of the ball, they don't have much, to be honest. They're not a very good team, and I think the Titans win it here. So you have the 49ers at the Vikings. I'm going to take the Vikings here. I think Jimmy Garoppolo and Kyle Shanahan take their first loss together while Jimmy's starting a game. They did lose a game, but Jimmy didn't start. I think he played some of the fourth quarter last season, and then he became the starter, and they won all the games afterwards. Kirk Cousins is now in he's in Minnesota, and they just became an even better team other than having Case Keenum at quarterback. Cousins is better. And they have a really nice defense. They have good weapons around Cousins. They have a good running back, good O-line. They're a really good team this year. Bills at Ravens. I think Joe Flacco plays better this year than he has in years past, just because, 1, he's on a contract year, 2, Lamar Jackson's behind him. They did make RG3 the backup to him, but let's face it, Lamar Jackson is the future. So if Flacco doesn't play well this year, they could let him leave through free agency because he is in his contract year, and Lamar Jackson's the guy. But I think he needs more than just his rookie season to sit. I think he probably needs 2, maybe 3 years to sit behind and learn. Other than that, I think Lamar can be a really good quarterback in the league. I'm going to take the Ravens here because the Bills are starting Nathan Peterman, the same Nathan Peterman that threw 5 interceptions in one half against the LA Chargers. All right, you got the Texans at the Patriots. I'm going to take the Texans here. In my mind, this is an upset. The Texans have a really nice defense. They do have DeAndre Hopkins, but Will Fuller is hurt. That's the only thing. Will Fuller is hurt. But Deshaun Watson, I believe, is back and healthy. Brady's throwing to, besides Chris Hogan and Rob Gronkowski, he's throwing to, basically, you saw that guy at, saying, would you like fries with that at Burger King last week? This guy last month was a Walmart greeter. Like, that's who he's playing with. And the defense got worse. They lost Malcolm Butler to the Titans. And for some reason, he didn't play in the Super Bowl. I was amazed by that. So, in my mind, the defense got worse. The offense got worse. They lost a couple offensive linemen. The big one being Nate Soldier, who went to the New York Giants, who I'm going to talk about next. But in my mind, they're going to struggle this year. The AFC is up for grabs with the Patriots not being as good. I mean, they released Malcolm Mitchell. All these wide receivers who you thought were going to be on the team, they released. And it's like, okay, now what? Who's Brady throwing to? Most of these guys wouldn't be on an NFL roster, maybe not even on a practice squad. And yet, here they are on the Patriots. So we'll see how they do. You got the next game is Jags at Giants. I'm going to take the Jags here. Jalen Ramsey has been talking a lot of crap lately over the offseason and into the preseason. He's facing Odell. And Jalen Ramsey, when he plays, his mouth guard is not in on most plays. It's out and he's yap, 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 yap. It's kind of put up or shut up time for Ramsey, I think. I know he's one of the best corners in the league, if not the best corner. And we all know how Odell gets when you get inside his head and you lock him up. He gets upset. And we've seen Josh Norman versus Odell. That could be another one of those games, in my opinion. Now, there are probably going to be quite a few turnovers, but AJ Boye is probably going to face Sterling Shepard, my bad. And so they're going to rely on Barkley, and Jags are going to rely on Fournette. Oh, also, going back to the Steelers-Browns game, it's going to be basically a hurricane. So I don't see there's going to be much passing. It's going to be the ground game, so look for James Conner, who's replacing Bell because he refused to sign his franchise tag, by Saturday at 4 p.m. Okay, looking at the time. So he lost the $853,000, roughly. The Browns, again, same thing. They're probably going to be running the ball. I believe they have Carlos Hyde, from who's on San Fran last year. What am I on now? Oh, yeah, I picked the Jags. Buccaneers Saints is probably the one blowout this week that I can see clearly. Saints are going to win big. I don't know if I have to. I mean, Bucks are starting Ryan Fitzpatrick with Winston's suspension. The Saints have Kamara, Breeze, good O-line, good receivers. Lattimore, Williams, a good defense overall. Like, they're going to win this game big. All right, that's it for the 1 p.m. games. At 4:05, you have the Chiefs playing the Chargers. I'm going to pick the Chargers. They're the more complete team. The Chiefs are starting Patrick Mahomes, and he's still pretty unproven. He might as well be a rookie. Let's see. 4:25 games, you have the Redskins at the Cardinals. I'm going to take the Redskins to win here. I just believe they're the better team overall. Alex Smith doesn't make much mistakes. I think the Cardinals are starting Sam Bradford, so it's just a matter of time until he gets hurt. So for all we know, it could be the second half and Josh Rosen's in the game. But David Johnson's back. He just got the big extension. But I think the Redskins win this game. And it's early in the season, so Adrian Peterson, I think, is going to be good. I mean, I agree with Shannon Sharp on some points where Adrian Peterson is going to be good, and he's going to drop off because he's not the bell cow he used to be. He can't run it 20, 30 times a game anymore. So I think the Redskins win that game. All right, Seahawks at Broncos. I'm going to take the Seahawks to win here. I think Case Keenum was a system of Minnesota, and he's not going to be as good as he was with the Broncos. He's not going to be very good with the Broncos, and John Elway is going to be slapping himself for picking him up and giving him a huge contract. So Seahawks win there. Then you got the Cowboys at the Panthers. I think the Panthers win this one. They're just a better team than the Cowboys. Yeah, Zeke might rush for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, or 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. But the Panthers are just too good, in my opinion. They got a good receiving core, good running back, good quarterback with Cam. They got a good defense, and the Cowboys' defense is just not very good. It's better than it was last year, but it's not very good. And better by that much, by the way. All right, and then the late game tonight, you have the Bears at the Packers. I actually think the Bears can win this game. They traded for Khalil Mack. I think all the Bears are going to tell him is, look, you don't know our playbook yet. Just rush the passer. Just go and rush against Aaron. Try to sack him. That's it. That's all we want you to do tonight. And it's possible they do that. So if he plays, the Packers are going to have a hard time blocking him. And I know it's Aaron Rodgers, but he just doesn't have a very good team around him. He has a couple good receivers. He has a good line. I know they got Jimmy Graham, but besides that, that's all they got. They don't have a very good defense, in my opinion. All right. Then, tomorrow night, you have the Jets at the Lions. I'm going to pick the Lions. I know Sam Darnold is starting, but let's face it, he's going to throw a pick or two, and he's going to throw a touchdown or two. It's going to happen. He's a rookie. So I'm going to pick the Lions there. They don't have a very good offense overall. The defense is better, but it's not enough to stop Matt Stafford and the Lions, in my opinion. All right, then you have the Rams and the Raiders. I'm still good on time. Let's see. So I'm going to pick the Rams here. They're just a phenomenal team. Raiders traded Khalil Mack. And I don't know how the hell they're going to stop the Rams, and I don't know how they're going to go against the Rams on offense. I know they have Derek Carr, but there's only so much that man can do. The Rams are going to win here. I don't know what to tell you. They have Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters, and they'll cover Amari Cooper and Jordy Nelson. That's it. Whoever the third corner is going to face the third. Rams are going to win. It'll be probably maybe a 10-point game, roughly. 10, maybe 14. It'd probably take 2 touchdowns for the Raiders to win. That's my prediction on that game. Alright, so this has been my Week 1 NFL predictions. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button because I will do these weekly. And that is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Later.